Time. To the human body, time is a critical factor that is simply unavoidable. Is it then possible that there's an answer we could use to at least slow down the aging process? There is.
The cell can be compared to a fine Swiss watch with intricate gears working perfectly. Inside each one of the cells in our body is the nucleus, and inside the nucleus are the chromosomes, which are made up of DNA. At the end of the edge of each one of the chromosomes is a tiny little cap, similar to the end of a shoelace.
This is known as a telomere. A telomere is a key section of the chromosome that allows the cell to make copies of itself.
And as the cell divides, that little cap gets shorter and shorter with each division until the cells stop dividing and stop functioning.
When AM/PM is taken daily, it's like the same process of tuning the body's very intricate fine Swiss watch. The result? A healthier, much younger, better-looking you.
And now, eternal youth. Is it in a cage around the corner? News tonight of a breakthrough for some pioneering mice. But we always wonder, what does a fountain of youth for rodents reveal for humans? Here's Sharon Alfonsi reporting.
I feel tremendous!
In the movie Cocoon, it's a swimming pool that turns back the clock for a group of senior citizens. But now researchers have found a way not just to stop, but reverse the aging process. The key is something called a telomere. We all have them. They're the tips or caps of your chromosome, seen here in yellow. This is what it looks like in a young adult. But as you grow older, the telomeres become damaged and frayed, and as they stop working, we start aging, experiencing things like hearing and memory loss. Scientists took mice who were prematurely aged, added an enzyme, and essentially turned their telomeres back on. You can see it before the enzyme, after.
Their brain function improved, their fertility was restored. It was a remarkable reversal of the aging process.
Look at this picture. The mouse on the right has bad skin, gray hair, and is balding. But the one on the left had its telomeres flipped back on.
And you could see that essentially you now have a dark coat color, that the hair is restored, that the coat has a nice healthy sheen to it.
Even more dramatic, the change in brain size. This is before. The mice had 75% of a normal brain, like a patient with severe Alzheimer's. But after the telomeres were reactivated, the brain returns to normal size. As for humans, while it is just one factor, scientists now say by looking at our blood cells and measuring those telomeres, you can get a better idea of how well you'll age. The longer the telomere, the better the chances for a more graceful aging. But as for tinkering with them and turning back our aging process, researchers say we still have a long way to go. Sharon Alfonsi, ABC News, New York.
Nobel Prize-winning research uncovers a fundamental cause of aging. The answer cannot be seen by the human eye and is something called a telomere. Telomeres are made of repetitive DNA sequences that become the protective caps or ends of our chromosomes. Their duty is to protect our DNA. When we are born, our telomeres are long, but as time goes on, they begin to shorten. So short, in fact, that our telomeres fray, similar to the end of a shoelace, and our journey called cellular aging begins. When telomeres become too short, our cells can no longer carry out their critical functions. Cells start to self-destruct and eventually die. Scientists call this apoptosis. Cells dying is one thing, but when cells simply stop functioning, they can spew out dangerous free radicals and inflammatory molecules that essentially damage the nearby cells. So, how do we battle this process we call cellular aging? A nutrient has been shown to naturally enhance the enzyme needed to lengthen short telomeres, thereby adding healthy life to our cells. Thousands of studies show the connection between short telomeres and the natural process of cellular aging. What's more fascinating is that this is the only substance known that can perform this in the history of all mankind. Prepare for the future. Cellular aging ends here.